This is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we're joined by the one and only Sarah Frasia.
Okay. I'm so happy. Like things are so good. I'm almost 6 months pregnant.
Oh
I,
my,
I know like I start every show just talking about my pregnancy, but
3 months left ish, they
I have a
say.
scheduled C-section
Oh,
February 26
mm.
to 26. We're all our numerologists out there. What does that mean? Anyway, who knows if it,
226,
hopefully God,
26.
we're just on track for that day. But things are good. I thought it was like leaking from my vagina, anatomic fluid. I know, you don't have to worry about a leaky vag, but
I
thankfully
don't.
they just said, there's a lot of discharge, lots of things happening when you're pregnant. So I wasn't leaking amniotomic fluid, however you say it. So I'm happy about that.
That's good.
Yes, things are good, David. How are
Uh,
you? How's your vagina?
my vagina is doing well. Things are good. I'm in New York City.
Oh, heaven on earth.
And heaven on earth. What else? What the hell? Oh, I had some birthday parties. I was in Jersey this past weekend for a birthday party. Thank God I didn't see Melissa or Margaret or any of that. Like sitting next to this table of like this long table of like 20 gays, and like lots of them look like Joe Gorga, the little guy, Josefina Gorgasita. And the Jersey gays, like they keep you on your toes because at first you're like, this is a bunch of straight bros, and you're like, oh no, they're gay. Who knew? So, but things are good, Sarah. I'm glad that your vagina is good, and but I do have something to say.
Tell me what.
Hello, Sarah. This is the voice. Whose voice is this? Um, I don't know if we're gonna have the live show because I hear you're talking to bloggers about me. You talking to bloggers about me? Sarah, I know you're talking about me to bloggers. Well, we
You're
got a
also a comedian, I swear. Oh my God, is Slade, is that you?
we got a mystery voice. Who is, well, first of all,
Is it Tamra? Was it the rat? Was it Slade or the rat?
I got some ideas about who the mystery voice is, but before we get into the mystery voice, let's just start a top line here. Who's lying? Gretcher's or the rat that's good? He's
The rat. Come on. The rat. How
really?
is that even a contest? The rat.
So you think this is
Yes.
wow? Let's hear your that. I got an opinion myself. This is going to be interesting.
And you better, and I think my Gretchen is going to come through at that reunion. We are going to see that someone photoshopped her little face and a heart next to those homophobic, awful tweets or Instagram likes.
Homophobic, transphobic, everything. So you really think? So you think Tamara's lying? You think Tamara did this, huh?
Okay, first of all, look. Let me back up and say this. Slade and Christian have made Slade and Gretchen have made no bones about the fact they are hardcore Christians, okay? They are hardcore. Did they vote for Trump? Yes. I don't care. This stupid video that like she's got a Trump hat. Her and 70 million Americans. Like, how do people think this is some sort of, sorry for the pun, a Trump card? Like nobody gives a shit that you vote. Everybody voted for Trump. I don't know how to tell people this. Like, sorry. So I don't care about that video. It's so stupid. Now, they are hardcore Christians. Do I think in their heart of hearts that they think being gay is a sin? Yeah, I do. I do. I think that's how they think. However, I don't. I believe her over Tamra at this point. Like, I really think if she says she didn't like all those Instagrams, and by the way, people are defending her. They're like 90% of them are fine, which is basically like, I think, don't abort your baby. Like have your child. Okay, awesome. So she's pro-life. You know, yeah, we can all disagree. Like I think you should be allowed to have an abortion up to 15 weeks? Yes. Would I do it? Absolutely not. I think, and the women that I know that have done it deeply regret it later in life. Always wonder what if something goes wrong in their life, they question that. It's a very heavy topic for most people. Okay. So what? She's anti-abortion. The only ones I've told you I disagree with, like, gays are not pedophiles any more than fucking straight men are. Like, it's so disgusting and sick women, heterosexual. So that one I really hate. But I'm gonna go with Gretchen and maybe that this is photoshopped. Go on.
Do you think Tamara's lying? Well, this is going to be an interesting show. I just didn't predict this because you see, this is the problem I have with everything. A lot of things you just said too, because this is the problem. A, people have teams, right? They're either Team Melissa or Team Teresa. They can't see straight. Melissa could do no wrong, Teresa could do whatever team you're on. The same thing here, I'm just Team Truth. This goes back, this brings me back to a very good friend of mine, Margaret Josephs. And we had a falling out because I said I thought Melissa did some things in the back of the car with a guy. And the phone rings and she's like, "You can't say that because you're my friend." What? I'm not on a team, Margaret. Fuck off. Go be with your whale on the damn shirt and your little dicked husband. I'm just Team Truth. So when it comes down to whether I think Gretchen is lying or Tamara is lying, for me, I think that's the problem I have. People are either on Gretchen's side or Tamara's side based on who they like. They're on Gretchen's side or Tamara's side based on politics. I agree. I think people are I will be very happy. There are millions. I know millions of gay men that are huge Trump supporters. Being gay, this, that. Why is this political? Why is this? This is not political. I'm on team who is actually telling the truth. This is what I explained 5 years ago to my ex-friend Margaret Josephs. I'm like, I'm sorry this doesn't fit your narrative that I think Melissa did this and I'm supposed to be your friend and you hate Teresa so much. I'm on behind the velvet rope for my listeners and I actually just want to give my opinion on what I think is the truth. In that situation, I actually knew the truth. In this situation, I don't, but actually, I completely disagree with you. I think Tamara is telling the truth.
You do.
I do.
You
I
don't think
do.
it's photoshopped, and
I
you don't
just
think
I just got to go with my gut. It doesn't mean I'm not it doesn't mean that I think I don't see why this has to do with politics. Really. Everyone Tamara isn't any more liberal than Gretchen. Who cares? I agree with you. Half the world voted a certain way. Wake up, everyone. Who cares? This isn't that podcast. I'm not talking about that. I want to know the truth of what happened. I am Team Truth. My gut, I just got to go with my gut. It's got me here in life. I could be wrong. It's not like the Melissa situation where I know you kissed Nick in the back of that car, Melissa. I know it's Melissa, you got good taste. He's one fucking hot guy. But here's the problem I have with this. I Tamara makes a good point when she says this. I pointed this out like 2 years ago. This is just my opinion. You could disagree. I think it's a great show with you're disagreeing. But like when Tamara says like you weren't even on the fucking show. Now she says you weren't relevant at that time. It's a little warped sense of belief, Tamara, that you think if someone's not on the damn TV, they're not relevant. But she says like what? She's gonna target Gretchen 2 years ago or whatever it was when we didn't even think she'd ever be back on Housewives. I think Tamara, the rat, has a good point when she makes that point of like, I agree. Why would you wake up and just target Gretchen? She had bigger problems then. Targeting Vicky, targeting Shannon, targeting the Ratatouilles, Emily and Gina. We had Dr. Jen and Elizabeth Vargas popped on through there. I mean, she was thinking about Gretchen 2 years ago. I agree with her when she says that. And then the other thing is here's the problem I have. Why, if Tamara liked these pictures, or why would you unlike them? Has anyone really explained that? I don't understand. Like, if you framed Gretchen, why wouldn't you just leave the proof there forever? I think the fact that they're unliked to me is like, why would you unlike them if you're Tamara and you did all this? And you
okay, this is my crazy
now,
theory.
granted, certain people say that they have the original posts and they were never liked by Gretchen.
Okay, I was going to say Reality Blurb is reporting this morning that a fan wrote, if you watch, they said they found the original post and they were not showing Gretchen liking them. I think it gets exposed at the reunion that the screenshots had been faked, someone said. After seeing that second fan's comment publicly, Gretchen confirmed, yup. So here's my thing.
Yeah.
I think Tamra believes it's true because I think somebody sent those to Tamra. I like a fan. said, look at this. And Tamara probably ran with it because I would have too. Like, oh, okay. They're screenshotted, you know, and then I don't know
So
if
you
Tamara did her
think,
due
in a way,
diligence or not.
you think they're both telling the truth. You think that,
Yeah,
well,
I
you
could.
think Gretchen didn't do it, and you think Tamra isn't lying. You think she really didn't do it either. You think someone else did it. Now, you're onto something, Sarah Fraser, because I have another theory too. Well, so that's my whole thing about it. Like, you're either team this or team that, and no one could see the facts. I'm team nobody. I mean, I don't like Tamara. I really actually have nothing against her. She hates me because I call her the rat that scurries, which is probably valid, and she blocked me. But I really don't hate her as a housewife. And she's leaning into it, Tamara. She's posting. Did you see she posted with Katie? She's like, get in and let's go call some bloggers. She posted a meme or a picture. Then she like posted something else introducing you to the newest cyber hack of the housewives, Miss Judge. Like, she's leaning into this as if it's like insane. She's like, here I am, the new, yeah, I'm like a cyber mastermind. Now, yes, we are going to get the reunion this week. It's here. And we're going to see, apparently, right, this is addressed and it's all cleared up. And to your point, it seems like Gretchen is in the comments saying it'll all be resolved in the reunion. So, look, I like that you disagree. My gut says Tamara isn't lying, but but those are my two things. It's the liking and the unliking. I agree with what you're saying. If they weren't originally liked, but like, couldn't the original post not be liked? And then Gretchen liked them and then unliked them? I don't even
That's the
really
thing.
understand that
That's the thing.
argument.
They could both be telling the truth because someone could have said, look at this from 2 years ago, or whatever. Gretchen liked this, gay people are the gateway to pedophilia.